This is the face of a gamer. But not just any gamer. This gamer is known as Kyle. Kyle lived for video games. His entire world revolved around them. His daily routine started at the early hour of 3 p.m. The first thing he would do is eat his usual breakfast. Mountain Dew. Immediately following his hearty meal, Kyle would get right into gaming. Video games allowed Kyle to do anything that he dreamed of. He would play any game imaginable, even an indie game called Flute Simulator. His love for gaming was not shared by his mother. She would frequently attempt to have conversations with Kyle, but his noise-canceling headphones and laser focus prevented him from hearing her. She was an avid follower of the conspiracies linking video games to violence, and she feared the worst for Kyle. One day, near the end of a 37-hour straight gaming binge, Kyle began to feel lightheaded. And then, he collapsed. Suddenly, Kyle woke up with his hands bound. He was on a journey in the mythical land of Skyrim. His destination, he soon learned, was death.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
Once again, Kyle awoke, but this time, he was alone. Not knowing what to do, he walked. He walked for what seemed like weeks, barefoot, wearing nothing but his usual shorts and t-shirt. Kyle trudged on, enduring the harsh, bitterly cold climate of Skyrim. Eventually, he spotted lights in the distance. He had stumbled upon the castle-walled city of Windhelm.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
After warming his tired, frozen bones by a fire, Kyle searched for a bed to get some much-needed rest. But what he found inside the house he thought was abandoned was quite unsettling.
Die, Groa, die! Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
Mistaking him for a hitman, the boy asked Kyle to complete a grave task: the murder of an orphanage owner in the lakeside town of Riften. Maybe he had lost his morals, and his incessant playing of video games had turned him into a psychopath. Or maybe he was just sleep-deprived. But either way, Kyle accepted the contract. Soon, Kyle arrived at his destination, the beautiful lakeside town known as Riften.
Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Groa. Thank you for your kindness.
After killing the old woman, Kyle and the children who witnessed showed no remorse. He then got a good night's sleep at a nearby inn, or so he thought.
You murdered the old woman in the orphanage. You owe the Dark Brotherhood a kill. I've come to collect. One of these poor sods has a contract out on their life. Which one is it?
After another murder and a short conversation with the strange woman, Kyle decided to formally join the secretive assassin group known as the Dark Brotherhood. Upon entering the Brotherhood's sanctum, Kyle met some of the other members. They were interesting, to say the least.
Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone, and I'm so very hungry.
He earned a few contracts to kill, and completed them with little to no problems.
Oh no, by the gods, this can't be happening.
Oh, what happened?
When Kyle returned, a circus clown had arrived with a coffin containing a body of someone called the Night Mother. Kyle was then asked to enter the coffin to spy on the clown.
You will talk when you're ready, won't you? Won't you? Sweet Night Mother.
Poor Cicero, dear Cicero, such a humble servant, but he will never hear my voice, for he is not the listener. I will speak to you, for you are the one. Speak with Armand Mortier.
Outside the sanctum, a demonic horse appeared before him. Kyle and his newfound friend rode on a long journey to meet the man of whom the Night Mother had spoken of.
I seek the assassination of the Emperor.
Wasting no time, Kyle headed to the Emperor's palace to complete the task. He knew this would be more difficult than his usual killings, so he decided to sneakily poison the Emperor's food.
My friends, as Emperor, I of course reserve the right of first taste. Oh, how marvelous. Just delicious. It is everything I had hoped it would be. I think something's wrong.
That man was, by far, the most insufferable decoy the Emperor has ever employed. I'm glad he's dead. But I'm even happier that you killed him. You, an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood, have just made an attempt on the Emperor's life. Would have succeeded had it been the real man. Surprised? So was I when a member of your family came to me with a plan. We worked out a deal, you see. An exchange. I get you, and the Dark Brotherhood gets to continue its existence. But you know what? I've changed my mind. How about this? I kill you, and butcher each and every one of your miserable little friends.
Oh, sweet listener, you have failed this task. The time has come for you to make a decision. Stay here in the land of Skyrim, or return to the real world. Make your choice.
Perhaps playing so many video games did turn Kyle into a psychopath, because he chose to stay. and continue to kill anyone of whom he was hired to. Or maybe it was much simpler than that. In Skyrim, Kyle was finally able to live a life of true adventure. A life in the virtual world.